Toward Zero Deaths. It's a joint effort to reduce the number of fatal crashes on Minnesota roads, and it involves more than just law enforcement. Today, a personal plea from an unlikely source, the marching band director at the U of M. Paul Bloom is along 494 for us tonight with that story. This is a story, really, when you break it down, it's heartbreaking for some folks.
Randy, you know, you hear a lot about the numbers and the statistics, but I think sometimes it's the personal stories connected to the fatal crashes. 411 dead on Minnesota roads last year, but today those involved in this fight of trying to reduce Minnesota fatal crashes heard one of those personal stories. Now this all unfolded at a traffic safety symposium in Oakdale. Agencies including law enforcement, MnDOT, getting to hear the personal story of Robert Brau. Brau, just 21 years old, and a beloved member of the U of M marching band when he was killed by a distracted driver in August of 2014. The female driver who struck him crossed the center line on Highway 12 in Wright County and killed the promising young musician who was riding his motorcycle. His band director at the U of M has made it part of his mission now to share Robert's story in an effort to curb distracted driving on Minnesota roads.
All I know for certain is she was not doing the one thing she was supposed to be doing, which is paying attention to the road and driving the car. For this, Robert is dead.
Law enforcement statewide this week, as we reported, cracking down on distracted driving, with the State Patrol actually live tweeting some of the tickets being handed out. Just today, a 27-year-old driver busted in Duluth for, quote, reading texts with his right hand, drinking with his left, and steering with his knees. He told the trooper that he was, quote, catching up on messages. As for the driver who struck Robert Brau, she was just 17 years old. In the end, there was some debate or discussion over whether she was actually on an electronic device or just fiddling around in her car looking for her uniform for work. Regardless, she was charged as a juvenile, sentenced to just probation, community service, and a few days in the juvenile detention center. For now, we're live along 494, Paul Bloom, Fox 9.
Thank you, Paul. The mayor of Becker now suing his own city, alleging that